This week is all about managing customers. This will include customer participation, customer waits and queue management, and introduction to customer relationship management. During the customer's interaction with the service provider, they provide input into the service production process, and as such, the customer plays a key role in the successful completion of the encounter. As a rule, as customer participation increases, the efficiency of the service operation decreases. The customer's involvement in the production process creates uncertainties in the scheduling of production. For example, the customer has a direct impact on the type of service desired, the length of the service delivery process, and the cycle of service demand. Attempting to manage customer participation in the production process with efficient operating procedures is a delicate art. Increasing customer participation in the service delivery process has become a popular strategy to increase the capacity of the service and to provide a form of service differentiation. By allowing customers to co-produce at least part of their own service, contact personnel are freed up to perform other duties, such as serving other customers or engaging in non-customer related activities such as paperwork. Increasing customer participation yields a number of advantages and disadvantages. The primary advantage to the customer and the service organisation is that customers can customise their own service and produce it faster and less expensively than if the service organisation had produced it. On the other hand, increased levels of customer participation also result in the service organisation losing control over quality, increased waste, which increases operating costs, and customer perceptions that the organisation may be attempting to distance itself with its customers. When making the transition from a full service to a self-service operation, the service organisation needs to be sensitive to the reasons why the customer may prefer one format over another. Efforts to increase customer participation throughout the production process should not be interpreted as a service organisation's way of distancing itself from the customer. The service organisation should provide customers with information that explains why self-service opportunities are being provided and the potential customer benefits. The typical customer benefits associated with self-service are convenience, customisation, and lower prices.
London's always been one of the leading lights in the world of food and drink, and Minimo here in the fashionable Soho district is one of the latest additions to the colourful array of restaurants and represents an innovative dining experience. Pioneering a new approach to service, Minimo aims to take the frustration out of ordering and paying. The concept's simple. Interactive tables double as a computer screen, with menus projected onto a touchpad, enabling you to send your orders straight through to the kitchen or bar and request your bill at the end. While your order's going through, you can keep yourself entertained by setting your table theme, discovering the local neighbourhood, and even playing games. There are no conveyor belts, just fresh, chef-prepared dishes from an impressive Pan-Asian menu, all brought straight to your table within a promised 15 minutes. Minimo's concept was devised by Danny Potter and Noel Hunwick, who met at Oxford University.
Well, the concept for Minimo really came from the idea of giving the customer control of their whole dining experience. My business partner Danny and I were out for dinner a while back, and 3 years ago, and we were desperately trying to get the attention of the waiter, and it was really distracting us from our conversation, and we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could reach down, tap a button, and my beer would arrive.
At Minimo, you don't order through the waiters, you actually place your food and drinks order through a projection onto a table surface. There's an illustrated food and drinks menu which our guests can navigate through a touch panel, allowing them to order in their own time and to experience a whole host of further features.
One of the wonderful features about the e-table system is that we can customise the experience for events, for particular occasions, even for particular customers, because everything's projected on here can be changed. We can even support video on the tables linked into our sound system. So in effect, the whole interior design of the restaurant becomes changeable and malleable.
Our hope is that we will, through the e-table technology, be able to provide better value to guests and food which outshines what they might expect.
A lot of our waiting staff actually feel that the system frees them up to be more sociable and observant with customers, and also gives the customer the freedom to choose. If they want to interact with the waiter, they have that choice, they can. Or alternatively, they can come in here, sit down, order a 45-minute set lunch menu and be out there.
There's definitely, what Minimo has shown is there's a real market for this type of dining experience.
And with Minimo receiving such rave reviews for its food, it's now firmly entrenched as one of London's trendiest restaurants, a must-visit destination whenever you're in the capital.
In order to gain a cost advantage, Jetstar, an Australian low-fare airline, established a self-service check-in kiosk as a means of making its terminal's operation more efficient. Passengers are able to obtain boarding passes and baggage tags, and also drop off checked-in baggage without having to wait in lengthy check-in lines. The benefits to Jetstar include increased check-in speed, lower staffing levels, and more efficient use of terminal space, while the benefits to passengers include lower airfares and increased customer satisfaction. But part of the problem when transferring from a full service to self-service is that we tend to forget that why customers might prefer using full-serve options in the first place. Despite the convenience of self-service options such as ATMs or check-in kiosks, some customers like the personalisation of dealing with service employees. Friendships and trust develop between customers and service personnel that cannot be replaced by machinery. Many of today's self-service options are technology-driven, and in many cases customers are left to fend for themselves in attempts to use these new alternatives. This you're-on-your-own approach does not exactly encourage customers to try new self-service methods. For customers to be educated in how to use these self-service options, employees must first know how to use the technology themselves. Nothing will turn customers off faster than employees who have no idea how to use the new systems themselves.
Well, for many people, spending hours browsing the shops for the right item can be time-consuming and frustrating. But a local shopping centre's hoping to change that with an Australian first, a high-tech dressing room where customers can try on clothes without getting undressed.
It's a retail riddle. So many clothes, so little time. Enter a new age in fashion. A one-stop digital shop. Virtual change rooms have been a hit in the US and UK. so Robina Town Centre on the Gold Coast wanted to give it a go.
People are a lot more clever now about the way they shop. People are wanting to make sure that they are investing in the right pieces.
The wardrobe uses computer technology. A wave of an arm presents another item from another store, and within minutes, a guide of what to buy and where.
It actually can sense the person's body dimensions, and it will reduce or increase the size of the garment to fit.
Not always perfect, still it gives you an idea.
Very straightforward, great way to have a look at colours on you.
When I'm rich, I'm going to get one in my wardrobe so I don't have to try anything on.
And blokes, think of it like an Xbox.
When I go shopping, I don't like to muck around, don't like to try on a million things.
The experts say the virtual change room won't replace the need to try things on in store. Instead, it'll reduce time and perhaps make your shopping experience a little easier.
So we expect that once you've picked something that you like the look of, you probably head on down to the store to try it on for real.
Hopefully getting tills ringing too.
It also allows them to showcase things and see how that particular product might perform in the market.
Go.
Can you imagine airports being all self-service? Can you imagine not seeing any airline employees until you get onto the plane? Well, that may not be too far off into the future, as technology these days is allowing airline passengers to scan their own boarding passes and check their own luggage with zero human interaction. Alaska Air Group has recently introduced luggage self-tagging in San Diego and Seattle airports. Other airlines are jumping on board the self-service phenomenon. American Airlines introduced self-tagging in Austin, while JetBlue Airways has announced self-boarding gates. According to the Wall Street Journal, 70% of passengers approve of self-tagging and self-boarding. Although the new technology will allow travelers to save some time, airport employees are not ecstatic about the idea, as staff cuts will most likely occur. In the distant future, pilots may not be needed either. Earlier this year, fighter jets were tested to see how well they could fly without human operation. The jets were pre-programmed following instructions from software. How do you like the idea of self-service airports?